Most will shoot to protect their mom. I mean, who wouldn't? Well, for a Cape Coral boy, he had to face that situation.
And detectives determined that the son shot Norbert Mess in self-defense to protect his mother and uncle from serious bodily injury or death.
His mom was getting abused by her boyfriend, 55-year-old Norbert Mess Jr. The mom called her brother for help. When the brother arrived, the boyfriend armed himself with brass knuckles and a big wooden stick, almost like a bat, I think. Later, the boyfriend got crazy and started beating up the mother's brother. The brother fell to the ground and he was pretty beat up. That's when the son, less than 18 years old, grabbed a gun, don't know where, and shot the boyfriend multiple times. The boyfriend died on scene.
That prior to the 911 call, Norbert Mess and his girlfriend were involved in an argument. The woman called her brother to help her, and he arrived at the home to try and defuse the situation. When their brother arrived at the home, Norbert Mess was waiting outside for him with a solid wooden rod and brass knuckles. The woman's minor son, who lives at the residence, saw his uncle getting beaten. To intervene, the son retrieved a firearm. He pointed it in Norbert Mess's direction to warn him. Norbert Mess saw the firearm pointed at him, and he continued to batter the uncle. At that point, the son was in fear for his uncle's life. Multiple shots were fired. Norbert Mess ultimately died from his injuries.
Now, thankfully, and thank goodness, that Cape Coral police will not be filing any charges. They ruled this a self-defense case. Now because this is a domestic-related shooting / case, whatever the scenario is, police have not released photos or the names of the victims. The only thing they released is the attacker, the boyfriend's name, Norbert Mess Jr. He's 55 years old, and he was fighting with his girlfriend, the mother of the child. The child is not injured and shot in self-defense.
Norbert Mess and his girlfriend were involved in an argument. The woman called her brother to help her, and he arrived at the home to try and defuse the situation. When their brother arrived at the home, Norbert Mess was waiting outside for him with a solid wooden rod and brass knuckles.
Thankfully, he's not going to face any charges. And I'll tell you why. Sadly, in some self-defense cases, you can go to jail. You could be still sued civilly by the families of the attacker. So, I'm glad the boy's not getting any legal trouble, because again, unfortunately, in some other states or some other places, hey man, they can put you in jail for trying to defend yourself. I don't know why, but at least in Florida, you'll be good on that stand your ground case. Alright, so that's the very latest. No more information, but hey, defend yourselves, be careful. You don't know who can snap and try to kill you. Breaking news reporter reporting all the way from Cape Coral, Southwest Florida, near Fort Myers. Hey, just be safe out there.
This is your news recap. Boom, boom, boom! Of all the wild, brutal, craziest stories from the state of South Florida.
For real? Like, it's like that?
We on 1800, dog.
Get the family together. Sit down because you're gonna need some heavy drinks. Back in the 5-6.
Hold on. Ducky Taco.
Follow for more local break-in and action news. Only here at Action 55 Community News Reporter.